Ooh. Good morning, Shadea. Redbones, good morning, beautiful. I know you probably just dropped in to let me know you was here. Good morning. Listen, Shadea, or how you pronounce that, Shadia or Shadea? Either one. Hello, beautiful. You know I'm talking to you. I jumped on a little early because I just got off a important call and whew, I'm like, okay. So I just came on a little early. We'll wait for some more people to come in. And then we're going to do Teaves breakdown. Hey, Harley Q. I know, virtual learning. That's a lot of work, isn't it? I'll be glad when these children are able to go back into the school. That's a lot of work, Harley Q, a lot. But I'm sure you do it well. I have family members who are teachers I taught, and whew, that can be a lot of work, a headache as well. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Harley Q, I love your news. I do. I'll be in the bushes. I don't hate Goddess. Who's a fraud? Goddess, is that the goddess? That might not be the real goddess. I don't know who they call the fraud, so I don't believe that's the new god. That's the real goddess because I don't have a beef with Goddess. But I mean, if you think so, I'm a fraud. That works for me. It is. It triggered my 80. Good morning, Reese's Reese. I agree. It can be triggering. It's very difficult to teach children in a certain grade if you're not familiar with that work, because we've learned, a lot of us learned different. They're learning in a different manner, and it could be triggering, especially if you haven't sat down there and been through what they need to be taught, and they just sending the parents home the information saying, teacher, good morning to everybody. Kim, good morning. Okay, now I don't know if that's the real goddess, and if it is, if you think I'm a fraud, baby girl, have at it. So I don't even entertain that bull. So, well, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me. And if you know me, I'll let you know. I always let you know this is my perspective, my perception, my view, and my opinion. It's solely me on what I see and how I analyze something. And I like to be a little analytic at times. And so last week, I left off saying that they said it was a war out here. And I think we all are observing that, who follow a lot of these content creators. There is a war out here. Now, who's winning the war? You don't know. You know, we got casualty of wars. You know, we have people here that's aligning up with people just because they're afraid and they want to be somewhere. They want to be accepted somewhere. You have people who's hanging on by a lifeline. You know, they have that drip going on and they are afraid. So they are out here inserting themselves, just fighting with people just to be fighting. And then you have those that you think came out of the woodworks and just start fighting. And I told you that's not so. There's a purpose and a plan for everything that's being done. Even in this little play war game here on YouTube in this virtual world, these people are fighting for their positions. Let me say it like that. They're fighting for their positions, and they will fight any and everybody to get noticed. And we see that's being done. And then you have the weak soldiers. So we saw a couple of lives this week, well, last week, where we saw soldiers falling. And what I mean by soldiers falling, I'm simply talking about soldiers admitting to things they did on the battlefield, who had them to do it, and what part they played in it. And in the process, they are telling on others. Now, that can happen in real life in the military. You get that weak soldier, and that weak soldier start getting nervous, and they start that waterboarding. We just gonna say waterboarding. Everybody know what that is. And they start that torturing the soldier, or either that soldier tortures themselves because of what they did, and they come down and they tell it all. And that's what we see going on now. Now, they had some bullets last week that wasn't meant for people. That was, people were hit by them by being mentioned or whatever, and it wasn't even meant for those people. And they dealing with it the way they deal with it, of course. But there's something that I'm noticing in reference to this little war game going on in this virtual world. You have some very, very weak people. You have weak people that can't be trusted. And when you do things with people that can't be trusted, because you really don't know these people, they are more apt to tell on you than anyone else that may be solid in your camp. And that's what's going on. So we already know the attack was for certain content creators. Now, why? I don't know. I have my speculations. I have my thought why certain content creators are getting hit with these bullets, and they coming from all angles, and who's shooting the bullets. Who's actually shooting the bullets may not be the person we always see. Like I told you, I had a real I analyzed it and I said, this is something deeper than what we see. But why is it that deep? And why for particular content creators is just a question that, is mind boggling to me. Why is certain content creators getting attacked? And because I don't know and I don't speak on it in depth is because I haven't been here long enough. Now, I think I came here in 2018, the latter part of 2018. I think that's when I came on the scene. So I know some of what's going on, but I just don't speak on it. I have never aligned myself with anyone, so it's no need for me to lie about anything or, misspeak about anything that I don't know. And some things I don't know about, I'm just not going to speak on. But I do want you to know that you have a lot of people turning against each other, and there is a lot more to be seen. This is just the beginning. People are going to be shocked. Hey, good morning, Queen Diva. People are going to be shocked to see the people who turn against each other. And I know you guys, speak about ops and this is a sector and stuff like that. So I look at this as a game. And my analogy is always going to be with the military. I know the military well. And like I said, there are a lot of falling soldiers now. Soldiers that spilling tea. When I say fallen soldiers, these are soldiers that are turning against each other and spilling what they call tea about what involvement that they played in something big that happened here in the YouTube world, and other people, implicating other people, because now they're running loose. They don't know which way to go, and they're just spilling tea. So I've never been really aligned with anyone, and I won't be. I stand solo. I'm an individual content creator, so it's no need for me to align myself with anyone because I like to stay solo. But watching this go on, people are really, really upset because they don't know what happened and why it happened. They know that it's not right, but they can't figure it out. So you got people here just fighting and beefing, what y'all call beefing with each other because for one or two things, they want to be known, they want to join a side, and they will do anything to join a side just to be known. Now, I see several content creators saying they on this side, they on that side, they rock with this person, they rock with that person, and that's their choice. But know this, and this is just my opinion. There is no loyalty here. So whomever you decide to align yourself with, you better make sure that that person is with you. You may align yourself with them, but they may not align themselves with you. And that's a big difference. You can see it happening just like I called it last week. And I don't know these people. Remember, I don't know these people. I'm here watching just like you, but you can almost see the plays that's coming in play to attack certain content creators. Now, why is that content creator or those content creators being attacked? I can only assume, and I have my own thoughts on why they being attacked, but that's neither here or there. Because, like I said, I don't side with either side. I support who I choose to support, and I will continue to do that. But I don't know why they coming after certain people the way they are. Now, a lot of times we talked about when people say, we hate when that girl over in the Shy Five, the Shy say people are jealous. Now, jealous and envious, they go synonymous, but they two different things, really. You don't have to be jealous of someone. You can simply be envious of a person. You could be envious of what they have. You can be envious of their evolution, how they evolved. They may have been one person with you, but now they have evolved and grown, and they're this person now, and perhaps you don't like that. See, I see a lot of this. I'm good and you cool with me until you start to grow. When you start to grow and get noticed, then there's a problem. There's a problem. And I think that's what's going on. People are growing, they evolving, their channels are evolving, and enviness is coming in to be the attacker. Because of being envious, these people are being attacked. That's just my view. That's just what I see. Good morning, Bosses Channel. Kimberly Black, I think Kay Edwards, I spoke to you. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm now what they're doing is, see, there's a bigger force about to come into play. And all those scary soldiers, the ones who's really not fighting, they running scared now. They are running scared because they don't know what's going to happen. Most humans fear the unknown. See, it's unknown what's going to happen. So most people who done did some of this dirt or know that they not liked or wanted, they will continue to fall now. They're just going to start trickling down. You'll see the effect trickle down because they don't know where they stand now, because they know what position they played, what part they played in whatever took place. And so now I see people running scared and just spilling tea. They just all over the place. Now, I have seen several people come back into play. People we haven't seen in a while. They're back into play. Where do they fit? Why are they here? What do they have to say? How hard would these people work to take down other people, to align with someone else? How much are they going to give? It's a game. It's a game. And I watched it and I'm watching it being played. How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much soul are you going to sell just because you scared? You scared. You scared of the unknown. Everybody seems like they're running scared. They say they not scared. Oh, can't nobody do this? Can't nobody do that? But you know how powerful certain people is and were, and what can be the outcome and how they work. And that's why sometimes fear set in. Now, that's just my observation of what's going on. And like I said, you are going to see people who haven't been on the scene. We are asking, where have they been? Oh, I haven't seen any. They could be under troll pages. We don't know. But then you're going to see some of them get bold and just resurface, because now it's time to go to work. It's time for people to show who they stand with and where they stand. And that's just a fact. That's the game we see being played here. But the good thing, yeah, I believe 2K, you know, I do a lot of observation of body language. I do. And body language tells you a whole lot, especially when people are speaking. You can see body, you watch their body language, that will tell you a whole lot. Please make sure y'all thumbs up this video. So I'm watching body languages, and I'm watching tea being spilled, what they call tea. I'm watching people running scared. I'm watching people admitting and saying they align with this person and they like this person. And I see that. But again, keep in mind, just because you align with that person doesn't mean you are fully accepted. My advice to anyone who's aligning up with certain people, they out here recruiting, and they, I get it, because you want your camp to be big and you want your army. You want to be able to fight some of these, wars. However, I say this: if you're not strong enough and you don't know everything happened and you don't know the reason why it happened, then you should just stay solo and ride alone and just be on the outside looking in like me. I'm just on the outside looking in, but I do come down here and make my analysis of what's going on to me. It's just me. It's just me. But so far, from the very beginning, when I start coming on here, I have called it right, because I sit back and I observe and I just watch people. And then again, when people start dropping crumbs, I somehow follow them, and dropping gems, I somehow pick them up and put them into use. Yeah, I do. So I've been watching for a long time, and I know exactly what's happening. And I think these people know what's happening to a certain extent. But see, most of them are involved, so they are afraid of the unknown. And that's what it is. So now they spilling their guts. See, you can't go to war with weak soldiers. That's why when they say stay off the phone, stop passing information, stop doing certain things, if you don't really want to get in this and somehow could be a casualty of war, then you need not to get involved so deep. And I think some of these people are in deep. And you have to remember, no matter what game someone is playing, some of these people are very compassionate, empathetic, and sympathetic to certain situations that took place on this YouTube street. So just because of that, they may align themselves with other camps or other people. But be very wary about those people that's so anxious to be a part of you, because those could be your enemies, and you're inviting your enemies in. Now, that's the game y'all playing. You guys are playing the game. That's just some advice. That's from what I see. A lot of you guys are running scared now, and some of you will take shelter. Take shelter, because you don't know what's coming your way or what could be done, and you'll be surprised. Perhaps nothing will really come your way, but because you are so scared, because you have done some devilishment, that's what my grandma used to call it. Nana said, because you've done some devilishment, you just now want to spill all your tea, or all the tea, and everyone is anxious to hear it and see it, so they can have commentary to talk about it, and they can see which way they have to move. But I don't never say anyone particular, I just tell you what I see and how I see it. So, but you have to make sure everybody's for you. This is a little tip. Everybody's for you is really not for you. So everybody who's running to join your camp or align themselves with you, they really may not be for you. And I'm sure that some of these people are wise enough to know that it's a bunch of BS. A bunch of BS. Everybody is not for you. All apologies ain't good apologies. All I'm with you, I'm is not I'm with you. You have to watch out. You just have to be real careful. Now, I always do the military analogy. So we have all these soldiers now, and we telling these soldiers our game plan. We're gonna attack here. We're gonna do it this. I'm gonna line you guys up. I'm gonna do this and this. The military, right? And everybody is like, I got you, until it's time to go on that battlefield. Then you get your weary warriors. Then you get them that falls down on you. That's not, then you start to see the ones who really wasn't for it. They just said it because they felt good or they thought they would look good. hmm So I talk about the little homeless people, the little people who looking for homes. They'll do anything to get your attention just to find a home. Now, I can go deeper. I won't go deeper, but they will do anything and say anything just to find a home because they stray dogs or they homeless people. Now, that's how I see this game on these YouTube streets. You got a lot of homeless people looking for homes. Be very careful. Just be very careful of your enemy, because your enemy normally is sitting right next to you. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. And that's the uncomfortability of it, because we don't know who's really riding for us and who's not. So stay off the phones, stop passing messages, do your dirt on your own. Do your dirt on your own. You don't need any other people to do dirt with you. Just do it on your own. Now, if you're on life support, you're on life support, whoever's on life support, in that case, you make it or you may not make it. That's the truth. When you're on life support, there's a chance that you will survive and there's a chance that you won't survive. So if you're on life support and I hope I'm saying it right. Life support and you just hanging on and trying to team up with people, you're not going to make it anyway, because they see you as being weak. They see you as being a user and being weak and just aligning yourself and fighting battles, just out there fighting battles because they know you're on life support. That's what I see. That's just what Mz.Teavalocity see. That's her analysis of what's going on these YouTube streets. And the sad thing about it is the trolls, are manipulating a lot of stuff that's going on here, and we can't even see it because we're so busy trying to win the war. You can't even see where the enemies are coming from. Thank you, Dina. Hey, baby. Thank you so much for the super chat, baby. So that's how that game is going. And unfortunately, some of the well-liked, colonels or generals or something, we talking military, they are being targeted. So just remember, know who your opponent is and know if your soldiers are really solid with you, because it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how many people in your camp, how many people begging to be in your camp, whatever you doing, you can always fall. Don't be so cocky. Always be humble, because pride comes before the fall. And that's what I'm seeing here. Pride is coming before the fall for some of these people. That's just my take on it. Let me read a little of this, and then we gonna go into this interview that Tasha K 3-part. Now, I have a different take on that as well, and I'm gonna dig a little deeper, because we always just look at the surface. Now, This is not a bash Tasha K. This is not taking anything away from Tasha K. This is again analysis of what's going on. Is crazy. Is deeper because no matter what this woman is, how many lies this woman told, is no need to do another person like this. And what is the real purpose behind it? See, I see a bigger picture. I see a real, my thought process is totally different when I look at something. My perception is totally different. My perspective is different. Now, I see this war going on out there, and then I see another industry war. And the industry war are using people right here to fight their battle as well. Now, it's only so many things that we can do without money and without people giving us the okay when we're attacking other people. And to me, this is a major on attack on Jaguar Wright. Now, get it? You hear me say this quite often. Get it the way you get it. But all money is not good money. Now, when it comes to the Jaguar Wright thing, I watched the part one, half of the part one of the 3-part interview, tear down, drag Jaguar Wright, and that was enough for me. It was enough for me because I saw deeper. I saw a little deeper. Now, I would hope that this will blow over too. I hope it blows over because if someone is suffering from some type of mental illness, and they have an estranged family, because we already see as an estranged family, then there's something deeper going on. And that's what I was looking at, because dysfunction breeds dysfunction. And that's what I saw just by the trailer. Just by the trailer of the part two, I can see some type of dysfunction was going on. And because of that, I tended to have a soft spot for Jaguar Wright, whether she lied, whether she's a liar or whatever. This little war or beef or whatever between them two, to me, I'll be glad when it's over, because what I see is more damaging being done to someone. To me, I see more damage being done than help. And when we know someone have some type of mental illness or family dysfunctions going on, then we need to step out of it. We don't need to press the gas on them. And because to me, this is just me. This is just me. To me, I could be the cause of her going over the cliff, if you know what I'm saying. If someone is struggling with mental illness, we need to really handle them with kid gloves. And that's what I see that's going on with Jaguar Wright, or either she's being labeled as mentally ill. Now we see by some of her actions, we could say, that don't look normal. We can't sit here and diagnose anyone. But I do know that there's something more and deeper going on. Anytime your family feels so comfortable to come on camera and talk about you, is deep rooted. It's deep rooted, and we don't know all the facts about the family and Jaguar Wright, and it would be very hard to speak on that. But what I do know is I was a little bothered by the son being allowed to speak with anyone. I don't care if it was Oprah. I don't care who it is. I'm not knocking Tasha K. She get it where she get it. That's her bag. That's what she do. She make it plain and clear. That's her judge. Ain't that how they say it? That's her thing. That's what she's going to do. And I don't knock the sister at all. But what I do have a problem with is sometimes we have to be very careful of approaching a situation we may not know the full details about. That's where I'm gonna leave that. I would be very careful because to me the son seemed very uncomfortable, and that's why I personally didn't move forward with watching the rest, because my heart went out to him, because he's an 18-year-old kid, man, kid, whatever you want to call, who's in college, and we know people are cruel. We know people are cruel. And to me, you put your son out there to be shamed, humiliated, and victimized about his mother. About his mother, the woman who brought him into this world. Good or bad, that's his mother. And I think he was put on the spot. Now, I don't know why, like I said, I have my own take on it. Why TK is going so hard after Jaguar. I believe I heard her say that Jag was trying to take down her channel. I don't know, but that's in one live I watched, that's what she said. And I don't know. Like I said, I have my own thought on what's really going on. And it's certain people you could talk about in this world, and there's certain people you can't talk about, because they would do everything in their power to destroy you. And the unfortunate thing is, they will use your own people. And people don't mind destroying their own people, especially if they have a vendetta against them. Now, I don't know where these sisters went wrong at, but like I said, I'll be glad when it's over. I do. I'll be glad when it's over, because I am a very compassionate person. Now, if you do something to me, I could be an evil, whatever you want to call me, but I'm a very compassionate person, and my heart went out to that young man. Really, that young man. That was the turnoff for me. The young man, even though he seems like he's a smart, intelligent young man. I don't know if you guys made good observation on when he was talking. He never did eye contact. He never did eye contact. He held his head down sometime, and I have to go back and watch a little bit of it, you know. But it's his mother, you guys. It's his mother. And even though TK says she held back some things, and I'm glad she did, you know, big ups to you if you held back some things. Still, that gentleman seemed uncomfortable. I know you guys probably thought he was comfortable the way he was speaking, because I think he's a smart gentleman. But remember, some people are what they call socially awkward. He was socially awkward to me, you know? He was eager to answer the questions that was asked of him, but he was still socially awkward. So I saw something different that a lot of people may have not seen, because again, me, when I look at something, I look a little deeper. And like I said, sometimes if people are suffering mental illness and they're not seeking help and they haven't sought help, then we have to be very careful, because stuff like this could send them over the edge. When you think about it, and you are suffering something, and you out here and you believe in your heart that someone has destroyed you, or they're trying to destroy you, or paranoia sets in and you think someone is after you and trying to destroy you, or take you off the planet Earth, then your mind is steady moving. It's just moving at a very fast pace, because you don't trust anyone. And that alone, having your family and your son, who you bore, your son, regardless, that's a painful thing to see. And that alone could drive what people call crazy. Okay, Diva, thank you. Thank you, Ginger Root. I'm not the only one. Thank you, Ginger Root. I'm not the only one. And you guys could take a minute because there's different spectrums of autism. And one of them is Asperger's. And Asperger's are very, very smart people, intelligent, super intelligent. But there's some areas that they don't handle too well. And I won't get too deep in that. But, to call, her a liar, to have your family and your son out there, that's a painful thing. That's a very painful thing. Even on here, I say, even if I had differences with, hey, Binge, baby, with Queen, Binge, Redbone, Andrea, I will never come down here and drag them. I couldn't do it. The human in me couldn't do it, and the sad thing about it, when you have your mother, your ex-husband, your children, your sisters, the people who adopted you, the people who you trusted and loved, right there sent a signal out to me when I heard, and this is just from bits and pieces from floating around, that her mother didn't raise her. That's a sad thing. That's a hurtful thing, because in most cases, you wondering why your mother couldn't raise you. So right there, you didn't have a bond with your mother. And it would be difficult in some cases for you to bond with your children. We all have that motherly love instinct. Yeah, that's there. And we bond like that. But when you've been through so much in your lifetime as a child, it's very hard for you to raise a child. You do your best. There's no parenting books in reality, because you parent the way you know how to parent. And so when you see your family, your estranged family, let's keep that in mind, that's a painful thing to see your child up on the screen, even though that kid didn't talk bad about his mom, but just the fact of questioning him, just the fact of showing him this stuff, just the fact of everyone around him talking bad about the woman who gave birth to him. Now, even if this sister had mental health problems, and this is where it goes deeper, if she had mental health people, if she was sexually abused the way she said, right there, she was raised by someone else, she was sexually abused, she was abused so-called in the industry, where does she turn to? Where does she really turn to? What does she have to offer but anger and hurt? What really do you have? Are you guys really looking? No, sometimes it's hard for us to see simply because we haven't been in her shoes. But as a mother, I know I would be crushed to see my son somewhere being questioned about my behavior, about me, period, if it wasn't in a good light. And Tasha K did step lightly. I gotta give her that. From what I saw, she stepped lightly because she knew she must had that feeling, that she should just move like that with this gentleman. But you have to understand, just like we saw it, he will see it too. He will see his family members, and he probably has already heard his family members talking about his mother, calling her all kinds of names. That will impact him. Nevertheless, he may encounter people in his college seeing seeing this very same thing and start to question him and talk about him and bully him, because we just have people like that in this world. It takes place right here with adults. So I'm sure it takes place in college and abuse. Okay. So that's how Mz.Teavalocity looked at it. It was deeper. So I refused to go on. But again, that was on Tasha K's part. That was a big production for her. I guess it all was well put together. I only saw that little bit, you know, but it tugged at my heart. It really tugged at my heart because I saw deeper than what most people. And just because you have a disdain, dislike, a hate for me doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right at all. Okay? That's just my personal opinion. I don't care whether you like me or not. Some things that's not right is just not right. And if something doesn't sit right in my spirit, it's not going to sit right. There's nothing I could look at to make me change my mind on how I felt. Now, I don't know Jaguar personally. Like I said, I don't know TK personally. I follow TK. But again, I don't agree with everything she does. And that's her. She's going to have to stand in her own ish. If any backlash come, anything hit the fan, she'll have to stand in it. And I'm sure she has a good team to combat whatever comes her way. I would hope so. But it wasn't good for me. That's just me. Because like I said, something is going on with that gentleman. Maybe you guys couldn't see it, but I definitely could see it. And personally, I didn't like it. And that's all I have to say. I didn't have very much to say today. I'm going to read some of these things. Um, we have enough wars going on out here. We have enough people against us as a race of people. We need to be very careful. Don't be a help. Don't be an aid. Don't be an assistant in destroying your own people. Let them do it. No money is worth the amount. No amount of money is worth me getting down here destroying another black woman or a black man. Some things you just walk away from. All money ain't good money. You reap what you sow, you know? And I just keep that in mind. All money is not good money. But I tell you, I pray for Jaguar Wright, whatever she's going through, that God keep her protected. And no, I'm not saying everything she did, said, or done is right, but I do believe some of what she said is the truth. And because it is the truth, she's going to get more enemies. Just follow, read between the line. And they will use us to get to whomever. They use your own kind. It's so easy. Okay? Thank you for listening. Please make sure you hit the likes up. You may not agree with everything I say. But again, that's why I am who I am and I stand on my own, because this is my perspective, no one else's. I don't sit and go back and forth with anybody, discuss, what I'm going to talk about. This is just who I am and what I see. Some people will like it and some people won't. And that's just a fact. That's a chance I take when I turn on my live every day and talk about whatever I talk about. But before I leave here, I make sure I drop some gems. And whether people think they're gems or not, and whether they think I'm not using my own advice, I am. I am. So, with that being said, I saw this as an opportunity for a sister who is in the industry, the YouTube industry, social media industry, as a nice come up for her. Perhaps I just didn't agree with it, so I'm gonna read some of these comments because sometimes we have to dig deeper. Oh, they want to take Brianna down right now. She is the most liked content creator. The students have surpassed the teachers that have been forced out to social media. Okay, that's your opinion. Good morning, Queen Kimberly Black. Hard facts. Thank you, kind to me for joining me. Kay Edwards, the Bosses Channel. All right, the Bosses in the house. The Bosses Channel. That's a good channel. It's a small hidden gem. But please make sure you guys go over there and look at the Bosses Channel from time to time. She got some hidden gems over there that can help a lot of us. Queen Diva, I see it really obvious. Oh, I don't know one. Okay. Everyone, every one of them are afraid. I believe people are afraid. Now, I'm watching what happened and I hear, about some of these people, K. Edwards, and I think some people are running scared. I saw someone drop down, yes, and said with specific, stop speaking on. I don't know. I ain't getting involved in that. These are just something I see. They are very careful with their words. People can say what they want, but when old girl get banned from YouTube, her camp seem happy for their freedom. Wow, I don't know. Wow, I guess because I'll never let anyone control or have any type of possession over me like that. I don't really get into that. Like I said, I've seen what I've seen. I analyze what I analyze and I keep it moving. Let's see. Enemy is smiling in your face. Speak that real. That's the truth. I have them over here. It's weird the amount of control one person has over the sector. Yeah. I would say no new friends. That's what I would say, kind to me. No new friends. So true. TK seems really mean to me. I don't know. One thing about it, when you do something, Dina, I'm replying to this. When you seem to do something for malicious intent, it comes back to you and it comes back to you harder. And I just see something different in this. I'm not sure what it's about. I always stop over there, Jams B. I always stop over to you. I was disappointed how it went there. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's something deeper. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, I see a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I know Jack has issues, but she was just talking her ish. Yeah. I don't know. Jack, baby, dad, allow himself to be taken care of. You know what, you guys? I don't know. I'm just reading some of these comments. I don't watch any bash. I'll try not to. It's irritating. It's not funny. Yeah, some stuff is, you're 100% correct, K. I don't watch Brie like that, but you're right. You know what? I tell you, hey, dishing with Dev. What's up, baby? Des, what's up? I don't know the purpose of this. Like I said, I spoke on it the other day. Sometime I think dark money is behind some of this. Yeah, so much what a child want to speak up in illness. Yeah, I know he is such a handsome, smart child, but what child will want to speak on his? Yeah, it's deeper. Believe me, this right here to me, from what I know, will cause him a little pain, will cause him some pain. Ah, okay, K. Edwards. You could be right. Thank you, Bench Thinker and Queen Diva. My mom said folks G&A talk till they find new subject. It's sad. Well, one thing good about this, you guys, one thing good about the YouTube over here in this YouTube world, they will, things pass fast, quickly. Things pass very quickly. Next week they'll be on someone else and it'll be something else. This is just this week's topic and last week's topic. After this, they'll find someone else and they'll move on. Nothing lasts forever here, and that's a good thing. So when the content creator is getting dragged, it's just your turn. Stand in your ish. It's soon to pass. This too shall pass, and it pass quickly. They'll find someone on to jump on. It may be that particular content creator this week. Next week it'll be someone else. Don't worry about it. And when hello Mz.Teavalocity, watching that interview, was watching social mass bullying. I was saddened for the son. Okay, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad that you guys are really confirming what I felt. I'm glad you confirming what I felt. I felt real uneasy. And as a mother, I couldn't watch the rest. I just couldn't. Don't cry, Dina. I just couldn't watch the rest. I thought that was enough for me. I didn't need to hear anymore. I didn't need to see anymore. It was a roller coaster. It was a terrible thing, you know. And when you know, now, don't get me wrong and don't take this wrong, but when you see things happen that's very damaging to someone and you feel nothing for it, then I say we have a problem. If we didn't see anything wrong with what was being done, then I think we have a problem sometime. And I know people say look at it as entertainment, but this the God honest truth. Some entertainment I don't watch because I don't view it as entertainment. I don't view it. Yep. But everybody who they deem crazy, you guys aren't crazy. Hey, baby girl, you know, everybody they deem crazy is not crazy. When you speak against certain people and certain things, they want to label you crazy. And then they start doing things and they start highlighting things about you. So people could view you as crazy as well. And that's what I see. A lot of this I see going on. I don't think so much that she's crazy. I think they have deemed her crazy because she has spoken some of the truth and she has also mixed anyway, lies with it. And so they highlighting the lies to make her seem unbelievable at all points. And I don't believe this girl flat out told all lies. Yes, we did catch her in some, but I don't believe she told all lies. I think she told the truth. They know it's the truth, and they're trying to shut her up and just call her crazy. And because of the antics and because of the way she's fighting back, she seems very unhinged. She does. And so most of the people are saying she's crazy, but perhaps she's becoming unhinged because she see a war coming at her and she feel defenseless. So that's how she's fighting, flailing all over the place, shouting, screaming, you know, because the people that should love you or should have loved you are going against you. You unsubscribe, good for you. You finally unsubscribe from me or who? If you unsubscribe from me, J Woo, good. No problem. If you're talking about me. But so people will deem you crazy and they will make sure that they highlight all the wrong about you because they want people to think you are just out here crazy. And I really don't see that this is the case with Jaguar. That's just my view, my opinion, and my perspective. I don't see that she's just crazy. I believe the forces are working against her, and this is the way. Oh, okay, baby. Thank you, J. Will. And this is the way she's dealing with it. It's pretty sad when you don't have your family to back you. That's a sad situation. That's how I knew it was deeper because my family members will never go on anyone's platform or anyone's television to say anything bad about me because we have that type of love and bond. And no, we all don't always get along, but when it's said and done, we go stand solo and solid. So when you see a family dysfunctional like that and a mother talking, just by the trailer, that was enough for me to know that this girl has suffered something even as a child that was very uncomfortable and traumatic and detrimental to who she are as an adult, going into her adult years. And that's deep. See, that's deep. And that's where I say I look a little deeper. And then, the compassion comes into play. So So that's where I'm going with that. And like I said, this will just be the breakdown from Mz.Teavalocity, her little analogy. I mean, her little okay, I was right. Her little analysis. I'm all over the place, but her little analysis of what's going on in these YouTube streets. There's more bodies to be dug up, more people, to spill tea, and more attacks coming on this week. Just stay tuned because they are getting themselves prepared to just continue to do war. So that's what's going to happen on these YouTube streets. And we all are over here. Her truth may make her family uncomfortable, especially if it's their truth as well. Exactly, Binge. Exactly. So my thing is, what role did they play in creating her? What role did they play? Because they said all the things about her, I guess, but did they say anything about what role they play in her life? What role did they play in her life? And that's the important thing. That's the important thing we need to look at. What role did they play in creating Jaguar Wright? That's all. Thank you, Intuitive Onyx. That's just my thing. What role did you play as a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a auntie, a cousin? What role did you play in creating whatever she went through? We don't know. We don't know. Really? Wow, Ginger Root. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So let me ask y'all a question because I refuse to watch it. Did you guys was it her real mother speaking, or was it the adoptive mother, which I think they said was the aunt? I heard on someone say the aunt. I'm a good observer of behavior and I see it differently. The father was diagnosed. See, I didn't know. And you see it differently? Oh, okay. See, Kimberly, I didn't know. I didn't watch it. So the father was diagnosed schizophrenia. That says a lot. That says a lot. See, I didn't watch it. So when you all engage and tell me, I can understand. So perhaps she suffers with something. And I couldn't make that observation because I didn't know that information. Kimberly, I thank you. See, I never knew that. So we already know what's happening with that then. Oh, it was her ex-husband's mother. Okay, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I think for me, Kimberly, it was just too painful for me to watch. I'm a good observer of behavior and I see it differently. The father was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Okay. Okay. So even with that being said, we know people like that do suffer from multiple personalities and stuff like that. And we know that certain things trigger them. And perhaps we could be doing more damage to them than doing good for them. And to me, our job as brothers and sisters, whoever, is to help one another, not destroy one another. Oh, okay, Kimberly. Thank you, baby. I know you be everywhere, Miss Kimberly, so I know you would know. But that's my take on it. Okay, and that's just my take. Again, please don't take away from this that I'm bashing TK. She did what she had to do, the job that she was given or the job that she took, and that's part of her business. She did her business. I like Tasha K. I just don't agree with everything Tasha K do. Now that's it. Like, So this wasn't a bashing. This was my perspective on what I saw and why I felt that way. And that's not going to change whether I like you or not. We're not going to always agree, but we can agree to disagree. I just didn't think it was called for, but that's me. That's her business. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I am doing so good. sticking to my hour. Now, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be here Wednesday. My plan was to come on every morning and try to be more consistent, but I just don't. At this time, I'm just not able to do that. So it'll probably be Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Now, finances, I'm going to talk about finances when I come on Friday. It'll be Finance Friday. I still haven't forgot about the investment. People told us it was different ways that we could invest. Hold on. Jaguar called her mother, and some of what the family said was proven to be a lie. I didn't like how aggressive she was, though. Oh, with her mother. Now, I did hear that phone call. I did hear that phone call after I saw how calm TK was pretending to be and viciousness of the Q&A for what made me unsub. TK has a huge amount of hate in her heart. You know what? I'm viewing things. Yeah, I'm just watching. I'm just watching because you guys, I have, like I said, I don't have to keep saying, I have a big problem, you know, getting involved to drag or, to destroy my own people in general, but especially my own people, because I know a lot of people are already destroying us. So I have a problem when I see that happens. And that's how I seen it. It was just another form of destruction and a form of blow to that girl. And that alone is enough for me. Enjoy your day too, Reese's. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. Hitting that like button is important. And I was wondering why they stop and they beg for the likes and they say like, because the algorithm picks that up and your video can get more plays by that, I believe, because of the engagement. Yes, you can say something, boss. Channel, great live. Miss T, as always, enjoying you too, Kimberly Black, and thank you for your engagement and thank you for giving me that information. I didn't know that, sweetheart, but that says a lot now for me. It says a lot. Have a blessed day. Be safe, Kim. No, Tasha goes for blood. She is never supportive. Just my own opinion. We all have opinions. We all have opinions. Yes, you may say something, Boss Channel. What would you like to say? What would you like to say? I watched a few seconds. Yeah, some stuff that don't sit well with me and don't sit well in my spirit, I just don't, I just don't entertain. And that was something that I didn't care to watch because, like I said, I just didn't like it. Dina, she is not for Black women. She takes women. She takes advantage of us when she wants to fight men. You know what? I want. Maybe one day we'll get into it. Boss Channel, did you have something to say? Who's talking about Tasha K, Queen Diva? Yeah. Guys, I guess you could see I'm a little different. I'm not perfect. I never say that. I don't like a little mess. I don't see some of this as entertainment. I support a lot of people in this sector and out of this sector. I was over in DIY. What is it? Do it yourself, DIY. I'll be over in the conscious section. I'll be over in the trial halls. I'm everywhere. I be in the spiritual section over there. I'm just everywhere, but I am who I am. And I will always stand on who I am, whether you like me or not. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't mind being me. Never will I change. I like who I am. I love who I am. Yes, I could be better at some things, and I'm working on it. But right now, I just love who I am. Yep. And I'm not taking it back. And some things I won't do. Some things I just won't do. Oh yeah, I know. I caught that. Sweetheart. I got your message. I remember. Jay Woo, I got your message, baby. I know you wasn't talking about me. You made that clear. Now I could drop this link for a few. and then you guys could, if someone want to come on, just for a few, I'll drop the link. If somebody want to say something, remember that we have a certain decorum, and we're not bashing anyone. We're simply speaking our view. That's all. We're not bashing anyone. I stayed down with TK for a long time. You too, gemologist, Queen Dean. Okay, that's Kimberly, my love. I love your finance lives. Heck, I'm here for your commentary. You stand 10 toes down on what you say. Your moderators are always polite, but always do their job. They are. I have a good family here, you guys. And like I said, even if me and my real sister, which is Queen Diva, my blood sister, I will never ever come down here and speak an unkind word about her, Benj, Andrea, Redbone, Butterfly. None of them. Not even my supporters. I don't get down like that. I don't find that to be entertaining by dragging my people. She say ish with her about Black women, Geneva's Closet, Lovely Tea, and a few more bridges she burned. I was here for that. Intuitive Onyx, I was here. I was here with the Maddie and Kaya thing, the Tasha K, the Lovely T, the Leo the Lioness. I think that was her name, Leo the Lioness, the Seven Stars, the Armand Wiggin. I watched all that mess, and like I said, hey, get it how you can. Get it how you see fit to get it. But some money ain't good money, and that's just me. And remember, when you and I'm not saying this for her, but if you ever offer dark money to do some things, remember, dark money is selling your soul. And that's with anybody. If you let money be a motivating factor for the things you do, and you don't think about the repercussions, the backlash, or none, and money is a motivating factor. Clicks and views is a motivating factor. Super chats, cash apps, however you want to look. If that's the motivating factor for what you're doing and however you're doing it, then just know it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, I love that you can still drop down in her chats even when you support other content that she's no longer have relationships with. Who? Oh, okay. This is the boss's channel. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on, boss's channel. I just want to make sure
Okay.
that's that's
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, it's
Okay,
me.
on up and let's wrap it up. Okay, I got you. Go ahead,
Okay.
boss's channel. You on? Oh, let me move that banner. Let me move that. Hey, boss's
Good
channel.
morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Mm.
Miss Teavalocity, I'm sorry. This is a real trigger. Like it really hurt me down to my soul about this interview and how Tasha K, our own people come on. Like this is so much. This hits home for me.
Okay.
And it's, yeah, I don't want to get too deep. That's why I
No,
went on
no,
my
no,
channel
no. Now
and
that you
spoke.
say that, you have opened up for me to ask you a question. You said
Okay.
this hits home and is real deep. So without elaborating on it, you don't have to tell your business. Have you
No, no, no.
experienced
I
something?
seen it on my video.
Oh, oh, yeah. And so that was a trigger for you.
Yes, because my son
Wow.
has deep mental issues and he does the same thing. He will tell something that is true, but he'll take the truth and then add it with something else. Like he has serious mental issues and he has PTSD,
PSD. Go ahead.
and it turned into also schizo as well.
Mm,
And so my point is like with her doing this, you don't know it's not just affecting what she called herself doing and getting back with Jag. It's a lot of people out here that is going through things, and to see this happening, like you affect a lot of people. Not only that, she's talking about her brand and everything. She's become very dark. I mean, I like the original one that came up here and did. what she did. But now, for the love of money, is your soul worth it? We all have to face Judgment Day.
Mm. So it's a little deep for you, so I can understand where you're coming from. Well, one thing I'm not going to do. I like Tasha K. I don't like everything she stands for. I don't like every live or, some parts of it that just really bothers me because I think sometimes we can be used and manipulated to destroy our own. We have seen it with previous people, who hold positions like that or does the same thing that she does in reference to, exposing people dropping gems. But that's what she do. I mean, exposing people spilling tea, and that's just what she do. And I can't knock her for that. I'm just not with it. And I could see
No,
it
I'm
being a
not.
trigger to you if you have a loved one that suffers from that. And that's why, the main thing that I was looking at is thank you, baby, so much. I'm about to end it. You didn't miss much. Thank you for your engagement, intuitive Onyx. I appreciate you very much, sweetheart. Like you said, it was a trigger for you, and I believe some backlash will come from it. And like I said, I'm sure she's prepared for it. But I'm not gonna sit here and bash her because that's what she do. That's her business. But I went deeper into what was really going on with, the young man and how he possibly could have felt and
Okay,
how Jaguar felt. Even
right,
when you have problems like that, something could push you over the edge. And I personally wouldn't want to be a factor in pushing someone over the edge. If
right,
anything, I will want to be a factor in getting them help if they would
right.
take help.
Yeah, so
So,
like I said, I'm not gonna go too far with your,
yep,
program or nothing like that. But I'm just saying
I
that
appreciate it.
the autism part that she brought up too. I'm like, I have a granddaughter that I have to see that is autistic, and that's a lot. You don't know what people actually really, really go through. So, I mean, that's a form of bullying, retaliation, and everything. First of all, as not being a certified with my alleged from for your channel,
Right,
not
alleged.
being a alleged certified journalist, what gives anyone the right to do this and to push this is way beyond YouTube. And like I said, I want to go to my channel because I'm very adamant about this, and you probably never heard me speak like this before, but I mean, like, I feel so bad for Jag because I understand I have, in my family that I see this and I know what I had to deal with my own, flesh and
Hmm.
blood. And then to have another, like, with the situation of the autism, everybody have different levels of autism. Some are highly
Exactly.
functioning, and they
Highly
go to
functioning.
college, right, and everything, So I'm like, it goes deeper. It's way beyond YouTube for me because I'm ready. I'm not gonna put it on your channel. That's why I'm gonna go back to my channel because I'm ready to take. I ain't gonna put you involved, but I'm ready
Mm-mm.
to take action.
Well,
Okay,
you
that's
go,
the only time. I'm always saying, hey, look out for one another. But no, you don't go. She has gone too far.
but
And as a customer on YouTube,
uh,
YouTube not going to go down. Okay, they're not going to go down because that's how they get their revenue.
let me tell you something though. Tasha K have a team of lawyers now. They not gonna let her put out, and I think they have edited. I don't think they gonna let her put out something that's gonna totally destroy her. You know.
It goes
Hey,
beyond just
so I
her.
don't know.
There's subscribers and stuff that watch this stuff. So hey, that's I'm not gonna get it. But anyway, thank you for letting me come on.
You welcome, love.
I'll talk to you
Don't
later.
forget to visit the boss's channel. Kimberly, Kimberly said, you know how to get down? Okay. Kimberly said, you really have to be sound mind to view a lot of platforms on YouTube. Otherwise, you will and can be triggered. No doubt. No doubt, Kimberly. That's a fact. You do have to be sound mind. And you know what? To be honest with you, Kimberly Black, you help me. See, that's what I'm saying. I could get help. You help me look at this as just entertainment because I was taking a lot of stuff to heart here. But you help me look at it like this is entertainment. Now, something I want to say about that. Yes, it is entertainment, but some of it is not my form of entertainment, and I just choose not to entertain it. But you are right. This is just like watching television, you guys. Some people are addicted to the Real Housewives and DIY and politics and everything else. You make a choice to watch it, or you turn the channel. That's the same on YouTube. You make a choice to watch it, or you turn to another live. I like Tasha Case, but I really think it was very disingenuous and thoughtful for her to dig into Jag life and try to expose her the way she did. Her family business was none of Tasha Case, just my opinion. Uh I go with you there, BB. I go with you there, BB. Beautiful BB. Good morning, baby. Thanks for stopping by. I go with you there. Some stuff is just not for um social media consumption, and I don't think even hold on, you guys, I gotta do something. Even if you have an art with her and you don't like her, I think you could have went another route versus bringing in her family business. But let's look at it. Are they family? Would you consider them family? Thank you, Kimberly Black, again. She says also educational. You right, Kimberly, because I've sure learned a lot. I don't know in what in reference you speaking to, but I've learned a lot watching the YouTube street, this YouTube. Um, BB Nice, yeah, I just think, yeah, I think you and I are on the same page. And I just chose not to watch the rest of it. I did because, I personally didn't agree with it. So, but with that being said, remember, always remember this. We have a choice. It's just like flipping, getting your remote, flipping through channels. If you don't like what you see or it triggers you, leave and go somewhere else. No one can make you stay. Just leave, go somewhere else. There is a plethora of things to see on YouTube. You know, we don't have to just be over here, but apparently we like over here. I'm going to tell you what I'm beginning to look at some of the things as entertainment. Now, yes, I feel some kind of way when people real lives are being affected by the stuff that these people are doing here. That bothers me. As long as you keep it on YouTube and you roasting and gagging and dragging, oh, I get the kikis out of a lot of it. But it's when you take it off of YouTube and you really try to cause harm to people is where I say you have crossed the line with it, you know? And I make the choice not to support you. That's period. In no form or fashion. Because you have crossed the line to me and I don't find it entertaining anymore and I walk away. Somewhere, somehow, we have to make choices and sound choices. Because whether they doing it to someone else, eventually it could become you. We see how all of us get caught up in, even innocent subscribers get doxxed and get caught up in this mess, and people start hating and disliking the subscriber because they voice opinion. That shouldn't be in a world of entertainment and you come here just for fun. Why would I be bullied and harassed because I don't like a content creator? Why should I be bullied or harassed in the chats because I voiced my opinion about something? That's crazy. But again, it's thousands upon thousands of YouTube channels you could go to. You don't have to stay here. No one makes you stay here. No one makes you watch any content creator. You have that choice. But remember, when you start really assessing yourself and seeing that you're what value you putting on, wait, nope, that's not what I want to say, please forgive me. When you start looking at yourself or assessing yourself and see what part you're playing in some of this destruction that these people are really doing to people lives in real life, then you need to reevaluate yourself, because you are a part of some of this destruction. And when it happens, then you want to feel sorry for that person. No, no, no. You was a part of it. We become a part of it by the click and view, by the super chats, by the cash app. We become a part of someone's destruction when we see content creators trying to destroy someone's in real life. Now, you see some of these content creators and you hear someone say, "Oh, I just do this and see it. This is fun for me. I don't go outside of YouTube." And they mean that. And you see they don't act like that. They don't go outside of YouTube. So, okay. All right, baby. I got your message. They don't go outside of YouTube. So you could sit there and support them. You could watch the entertainment. You could watch the roasting and gagging. But for the ones that go outside the boundaries, I personally don't think I will support them and could ever support them again, because they have crossed the line to me. That's just me. I'm about to get up off of here though. But remember, I'm going to leave you with this and a couple of things. All money ain't good money. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And take a minute to look up dark money and how dark money will destroy you. All money ain't good money. Dark money, what I call dark money. I think by listening to my commentary, you know that I call dark money money behind the force to destroy people and something. Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna get ready to get out here. I'm just rapping now. Let me see what my baby said. Miss T, I also had to look at what Jag did as well, exposing those entertaining businesses. Some was none of her business. Some, for unbiased points, could be looked at as karma. Exactly. Now, I spoke about that last week. I said, hey, it's all right for you to come down here and spill your tea and tell what they did to you, but you had no business, Jag. Oh, yeah, I didn't give her a pass, BB Nice. Oh, I didn't give her a pass. I said that last week. She had no right to talk about those other people. Keep it in perspective. Keep the eye on you. You start spilling tea and exposing other people, and this could well be her karma. But hold on. Did those people come after her, or did Tasha K? That's all I have to say. This could be her karma, but did those people come after her, or did Tasha K come after her? That's all I'm saying. Did those people make a trilogy about her, or did Tasha K make a trilogy about her? But you right. I thought that was foul of her to start talking about all those other people, and this could be the payback for it. With that being said, let's get ready to get out of here. I'll see y'all Wednesday. If your king's crown is crooked, help him straighten it up. If your queen's crown is crooked, help her straighten it out. Up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are our joint heirs. They are our future. I don't want to yell over this music. They are our future. Love you too, Monty. Monty. Kisses to you, baby. Now remember, when you are an heir to something, that means you are going to inherit something. We are here on our way trying to create generational wealth. When I talk about investments and credit repair and all that. So please stay tuned for Friday mornings live is going to be about investments. We keeping our eye on the ball. Be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. You know, I read a Facebook post of mine in 2013 where I said this very same thing. So this is embedded in me. Be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. A simple hello. You look beautiful. Can I grab that bag? I'll buy that coffee. Can I open that door for you? You have on a lovely dress. It's something simple. Okay? So y'all do that and be safe. And until then, I will catch you all on the flip side. Be safe. Rona is still running rampant, they say. Be safe.